Hello and welcome to the tutorial for 3D10. Just some basics about 3D10 is it is a free website that you can use to create 3D models. You can access 3D10 by going to 3d10.com. And once you're at that website, it'll bring you to a page that looks a lot like this with a blank grid. There are two main toolbars that you can use to create your customized 3D model on 3D10. There'll be one toolbar along the top and one along the side. The first tool is this large cube in the upper left-hand corner. What this tool will do will give you additional tutorials on 3D10 if you would like more in-depth knowledge of how to use the website. So that's always an option if you need it. Okay, and we will start with some of the basics on how to create your model. The first tool will be to add your geometric shapes. So as you hold the mouse over this button, another toolbar will pop up with different 3D shape options. As you select one of the options and one of the shapes, it'll bring up different templates that you can choose that go along with that shape. So we're just gonna select the first one. And straight from this tab open, you can change the height, you can change the radius, just the size of your image before you actually paste it onto your grid. Once it is on your grid, you can still further edit it if you decide to do that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select a spot for it on our grid, and we're going to drag and drop it. If you would like to add further geometric shapes, you can do so from that same tool and just continue to drag and drop like we just did. Underneath that is where you can add cubes. So if you would like to add a cube to your grid, you can do so right from here, or you can completely skip that tool. It just depends on the model you're creating. Underneath the cubes tool is going to be your eraser. A really important tool if you would like to get rid of anything that you accidentally put on your grid that you don't want. You simply click on your erase tool and then click on the item that you would like to erase. A really important tool under that is going to be your select tool. And this tool will allow you to make any edits on your images that you've already put onto your grid. So by selecting this tool, you can pick the image that you would like to edit. And if you double click on it, it'll bring up the different size kind of areas for that image. Also, you can make edits to it straight from here. You can rotate your picture or your image straight from here. You can scale it so you can make it larger or smaller. You can shear the edges, or you can flip your image straight from that tool. In addition, you can also duplicate your shape, or again, you can delete it straight from this area. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close out of there since we don't want to change our shapes. After that, if you would like to change the color of any of your shapes, you can do so from either this paintbrush tool or from the eyedropper. We're going to go ahead and use the paintbrush tool because it comes first. And by selecting that tool, you're going to need to go down to the bottom to select any of the colors that you wish to add into your image. So you can select some of the preset colors that 3D10 has for you, or if you would like a larger color palette, you can click on the little rainbow box over here, and this will bring you to a larger area of options that you can pick from. So we're just going to pick one of the preset ones, and after we click on the color we want, we're going to click on our shape and it will change the color. If you would like to pan your grid around so you can see it from different angles, you can do so with this tool here. And by selecting it, when you click onto the grid, you can rotate around your grid any direction you want to get an alternative view. Just so you can get different perspectives on it. You can also change that from this zoom tool over here. You can zoom in closer, zoom out as well, or you can change the viewpoint. So if you would like a top version of your 3D model, you can do that here. Same with the side versions, and then again the bottom view. Okay. After that, you can again change the perspective with this orthographic perspective tool. And the magnet tool will snap any of your shapes down to your grid. So that way they won't move. They will have to stay there from then on. If you choose to not have a grid on your 3D model, you do not have to. You can turn it on or take it off by selecting the grid option, and that will take away that tool. You can also change the lighting options in the background if you decide to. And if you would like additional help with symmetry, making your picture perfectly symmetrical, you can have that assist you by using this little symmetry tool at the bottom. Those are the basic tools on how to create your images. Up top are kind of the more specific tools when you go into saving and sharing your 3D model. This first tool will allow you to create a new blank canvas for creating a new 3D model. The folder will allow you to open any models that you have already created and wish to continue working on. The first disk will allow you to save it. The 2 disks will allow you to save as. The export button, which is a really important one, will allow you to share your image with others. Again, I'll have to save my image first to do that. So we're just going to call this one a test image, and we're going to click save. And again, if we try to export from here, these are all the different picture options that you can export to, and these are the places that you can take your image to as well. If you would like to do a camera animation, you can do so straight from this little video tool, and this will allow you to record your 3D model while you are panning or moving it. So that's kind of a neat tool if you'd like to use this in your classroom to instruct or to enhance a lesson that you are currently teaching. Those are the basics of 3dtin.com. I hope you enjoy it and find it useful in creating your 3D models. Thank you.